Today's requested video, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna compare my Kelly 28 to my Hermes 24 in size 29. I hope you can see it, guys. Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for clicking on this video. My name is Oksana, and today I want to compare two of my Hermes handbags, Kelly 28 and Hermes 24 in size 29. I had several requests about this specific video. I think this video will be very useful for you if you're considering between these two handbags, or let's say if you already have Kelly and you were thinking should you invest in 24. So I have a few points that I want to discuss, but before I proceed, if you guys into luxury, if you love handbags, if you love fashion, please consider subscribing to my channel, because I definitely all about fashion. Handbag is my passion. I really love handbags, so I think at least you're gonna find something useful on my channel if you're somewhat into handbags and into fashion. So but today everything about Hermes, and I'm gonna talk about the most iconic handbag after Birkin. It's hermeskelly, and new addition to Hermes family, it's a handbag 24. So a little bit of history first. The 24 in size 29, and there is another size a little bit bigger introduced in fall 2018, and it became instantly popular. Maybe it's not as popular as Hermes hoped. It didn't obviously reach the level of Birkin or Kelly, but it's definitely a popular handbag, and it's very comfortable handbag to use. And I'm gonna go into more details a little bit furthermore. So this is new baby to Hermes, and they recently also came up with the not small, the mini 24. I believe it should came into production in year 21 if nothing another crazy things happen in the world. So when it comes to the Kelly, this bag has a long history, and this is pretty much iconic handbag to the brand, and it's a quarter bag. You cannot just simply walk inside the boutique unless if you're extremely lucky and the stars are shining on you. Normally you cannot just walk inside the boutique and purchase this handbag. So I have a little bit of history for you guys, so I'm going to be looking at my notes. So the first time this bag was designed in 1923, and it was designed by Emile Hermes for his wife, but it wasn't exactly the style as we are knowing this handbag today. In 1930, this handbag was redesigned by son-in-law Robert Dumas to the handbags that somewhat we know today. It went through several variations, but it was somewhat close to the designs that we know today. And it was renamed officially to Kelly in 1977 after the Grace Kelly. So this bag has a long history of alteration, renaming. By the way, in 1930, when Robert Dumas designed this handbag, the name of this handbag is a sac de pêche. So this bag has a very long history. One thing I want to mention, when this bag was obviously introduced in 1923 and in 1930 when it was redesigned, it wasn't really as popular as it's right now. So therefore, when they have this handbag that it was introduced just in 2018 and you're thinking it's not as popular, once again, let's talk about these things in 50 years and we will see how popular this bag will become, or at least I hope for it. So let's now talk a little bit quickly about the dimensions, and I'm gonna talk about the Kelly in centimeters, 28 by 21 by 11.5 centimeters, in inches, 11.25 by 8.25, and by 4.5 inches in depth. When we are talking about 24 in size 29, dimensions are 29 by 20 by 14 in centimeters, and in inches 11.5 by 8 inches and by 5.25 of the inch in the depth. So if you put them close to each other, you can see that they're very, very close in somewhat shape, but obviously that 2424 is a little bit thicker. It's almost like, you know, it's a chubby version of Kelly, and it's somewhat relaxed version of Kelly, because you can see this bag, especially because I have on Salier, it has very, very formal feel. This handbag has absolutely casual feel. So I'm gonna start with the 24, and I'm gonna talk about positive and somewhat not so positive things about this handbag. In my humble opinion, the most positive things about this handbag that it has obviously top handle, and this top handle is very, very sturdy. I love the size of the front closure. It's very, very chunky. It's very easy to open, and the access inside the handbag, that's what I absolutely love. On the lock, you don't have any hole over here, so you cannot put any lock on this handbag. Even if, let's say, you have a lock from Kelly or something, this little thingy, it's a solid thing, and you cannot put a lock. So the number one best feature of this handbag, it's very easy access to inside. The second greatest feature of this handbag, it has a back pocket, and this back pocket can easily fit a cell phone. My cell phone is not as large, so it even can go horizontally very, very easily. But let's say if you have a larger cell phone, you can always put it vertically and easily retrieve this cell phone. So this is absolutely great feature. This handbag has a shoulder strap, and it's once again absolutely great features. It's also removable, so therefore you can substitute with any other strap if you want to dress up this handbag. Normally this handbag designed in toggle leather, and over here combination of the Swift, so then you have a contrast, or sometimes they have a toga with exotic, like they do lizard or a crocodile on the panel. My specific handbag is in Le Mans Maurice. It's a new design of the leather. It's a little bit thicker and more structured than regular Clemence leather, and obviously named after Emile Maurice. So really love this handbag, and the leather is a little bit more expensive comparing to the toga leather. So when I was offered this handbag, I tried in toga leather and in this Clemence Maurice, and in toga leather it was $50, I believe, cheaper, or I shouldn't say cheaper, less expensive. So this is the absolutely positive features about this handbag. When it comes to the negative, and once again, it's not really a negative, it's somewhat different, I would say. It's position of the strap. When I was purchasing, I was a little bit concerned because, like, let's see, when it's hanging on the shoulder, it's like that, but normally it's also against your body, so it's not like, you know, in this position, in this very awkward position. So it's somewhat like that looking on the body. But I would have preferred personally if these hooks will be on top of the handle. If these hooks will be on top, the handbag would have looked, in my opinion, a little bit better. But even with this one, it looks absolutely great. So that's the only, not even negative, it's just personal preferences, because maybe some people like this design, because, like, let's say it's in so many Celine handbags, they have exactly this design, and many people love Celine handbags. So that's what I said, you know, it's just more of the personal preferences, not because it's a negative. Some people notice that there is a little bit of the opening, like, you know, over here, and they say it's not everybody likes that. Opposite, I actually like that, because I find it gives a little bit more interest to the handbag. It's not making this handbag as plain. I love this piping once again on the side. It looks so pretty. This handbag doesn't have any fit at the bottom. This one is also somewhat negative. I wish if they would have the fit. So if it would have been me, the only one thing I will change about this handbag moving these hooks to the top handle, so the attachment of the strap could be right there on top, and if it's possible to add a fit at the bottom. That's the only one thing, if it would have been up to me, that I would change. Absolutely love this handbag, and I think it's perfect handbag for winter months, and you know, for everyday use. Very professional looking, very classy looking, and absolutely gorgeous handbag. Love it, so happy that I got it. When it comes to Kelly, obviously many of you know Kelly, and it's been zillions of videos on the YouTube. Obviously the most positive things about Kelly, it's an iconic handbag. It's, you know, top of the tops that you can get, and I'm extremely happy as a handbag lover that I have it in my collection. And obviously Kelly comes in variety of the leathers, like I specifically have in Epsom leather, but they have variety of exotics, Togo, Epsom, box, you name it, variety of the leather, like traditional leathers from the Hermes. They have also touch, when you have some little bit touch of exotic. They have completely exotic handbags. They have it with the gold hardware, they have it with the diamonds, you name it. Absolutely gorgeous handbag. This handbag, as I mentioned already, went through so many alterations. The new design have these extra hooks over here that you can attach your shoulder strap. Before, the shoulder strap was attached to just a regular handle, what was previously, like, you know, designed. So as I mentioned, the most positive things about this handbag, as I said, it's the most iconic handbag from Hermes after the Birkin. Definitely love it, definitely love it. I love that specifically I have in Salier style, that it's very dressy, and you can see in comparison to the 2424, it's very relaxed, and this one is very dressy. I love that this handbag obviously has a fit. I love that this handbag has a hook right there on the top next to the handle. That's what I don't like about the 2424, that it's on the back. That's what I all like. I like that it has also, once again, padlock. Not that I really use it, I just put it for this video. Normally I don't think I would have used this one, but it's nice to have that options. And another, the most important point also about this handbag, that it always retains its value, and you're not only gonna get all your money back, but you can even make some money on selling of this handbag if somebody wants. I'm definitely not selling my handbag. I want to keep it and obviously pass it to my daughter, unless something really crazy gonna happen in my life, which is, I hope it's never gonna happen. The negative things about this handbag, as much as I like this padlock, normally you wouldn't fasten everything like that, because it would be a nightmare to get into this handbag. So, and I will demonstrate for you. Let's say if I really gonna you know, fasten this handbag like that, if I needed to get access to my bag, so I literally have to remove the lock, unfasten all these things, which is also not easy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have to remove all of this like that. And then, because it's Salier, it's not as easy even to open. So this handbag is not easy to use. It's very cumbersome. So let me just remove this lock. Just putting all the keys inside. So normally I definitely wouldn't put the lock on the handbag, because it's very unpractical to use like that. So definitely not even liking. Even this clochette, I normally don't, or at least I don't plan to put it on the handbag, because once again, I don't really like it when I'm opening my handbag and something like flapping, you know, right on the front flap. Absolutely hate that. But on another hand, I think the twilly will look absolutely fantastic on this handbag, and I have several twilly. Some of the twilly I specifically purchased for this handbag, 100%. What I like also about Kelly, I have to also double check with my sales associate, it could be a mistake, but Kelly comes with the raincoat. My Hermes 24 and size 29 didn't come with the raincoat. I have to double check with my SA, was it just a mistake or it's normally doesn't come with the raincoat. So by default, Kelly comes with the raincoat. 24 doesn't come with the raincoat. At least I didn't get a raincoat from the, and I purchased both handbags from boutique. There is also difference in the price, at least in the variations that I have. The price difference between these two handbags, $1,500 before taxes. So my Kelly, roughly about $1,500 more before taxes comparing to my 24. Once again, 24 is extremely expensive handbag. Don't be defeated that it's less expensive. It's still extremely expensive, but you know, Kelly, little bit in different categories of the handbag. You know how hard it's to get Kelly. I don't know about some other boutiques, because when I was listening some other videos on the internet and like on the YouTube, many people saying that in some other countries, like in United States or in Europe, you can just simply walk inside the boutique and you see 24 on the display. Not in Toronto. In Toronto we have just the one Hermes boutique, and pretty much everything is difficult to get at that boutique, unless it's just some handbags that constantly on the website, and pretty much nobody wants those handbags. So that's about it. I hope I answer your questions, guys. If I miss something, please once again put your questions and comments below, and I will definitely answer any questions and comments. I'm also planning to do my second Q&A hopefully in the couple of weeks time, and maybe if you're gonna have further questions that I have to answer in details, I can also answer on that Q&A. If it's something like very simple answer, I can obviously answer just right under this video. So that's about it, guys. I hope that this information was somewhat helpful to you. If you like the video, please don't forget to give me thumbs up. If you enjoy my channel in general, please consider subscribing. And I guess until our next meeting, bye bye.